Okay, so here's where we're at, and I'm just going to ask a question. There's no way any of you could be upset at this, right?
I'm not.
No, I'm not even, I'm saying Michigan fans.
Yeah. That will be as a Michigan fan.
That's as big of a win as you're going to get. A sideline ban?
I think the fine probably could have been a bigger win because that's really a nothing.
No, not a sideline ban, not in the building. So
okay, it's right on TV now. They're saying sideline ban.
I read the report from the Big Ten. It said he's not allowed to be with the team on game day.
Okay,
so
but still gets to coach
during
during the
stadium.
week.
Yes.
And for me, if I'm a Michigan fan, look, Rico and I have been saying this for weeks. If Harbaugh, if they're fixated on Harbaugh, give him to him. Hey, Jim. Hey, what's over there? Throw him out of the boat. You still get to play your games. You just push him out of the boat.
Yeah.
And what's the difference? He gets to coach during the week. He's going to coach in the Big Ten championship game. He's going to coach in the playoff. Mm-hmm. This isn't an indefinite suspension. This isn't even a suspension. I read someone with the Big Ten sent, and it's like, well, it's not a Harbaugh thing. It's a Michigan thing. That's so they could get it done and have a chance of it sticking. See, to me, this is as good as it was going to get if you're a Michigan fan. And it doesn't matter what the rest of us think. It never has. This sport's a joke. But if you're David, if you're listening right now, you're a Wolverine, bravo. Because you're still going to play, and your coach really isn't suspended. He's coaching during the week.
Yeah.
The install will have his fingerprints all over it. I just would like to know, if you're a Michigan fan, how the hell could you be upset at this?
Yeah.
How?
And I think this is the commissioner telling the players, in a sense, that, hey, if it's not a big deal, as you guys have kind of hinted at, like, here's your chance to go prove it. You still got 3 games left. You're not going to have your head coach, but if what you're saying that it wasn't some huge advantage and it didn't matter, here's your chance to go play. Go play. Go try to prove it. And it's just, I still think this whole thing is just, to me, Petiti, trying to please everybody. That's what it is.
Yeah, but when you try to please everyone, you please no one.
Oh, right. And I can also...
Leaders are not supposed to be popular.
No, and I can recognize that he was going to piss one side or the other off. It seems like he's... I don't even know if this is the right decision, because now he's pissed everybody off.
I think he's going to lose his job. I'll be honest with you.
I think he's going to lose his job no matter what he does.
Well, he's definitely going to lose it now, because there's no way anyone else from any other member institution's happy about this.
Yeah.
It's just not good enough.
I agree.
What was good enough then?
For me?
No, what would have been good enough?
Well, it would have started with an actual suspension. No coaching during the week. None of that nonsense. And don't give me this regular season nonsense. You suspend him for the remainder of this football season. End. That would have been at least something with teeth. Now, more symbolic, because I've already said to you, I think they could win the whole thing without Harbaugh. Symbolism doesn't do anything for me. I'm not a little boy. Right. But if you were going to suspend him, suspend him. If you're going to jump in the pool, jump in the pool. Or sit on the beach.
Yeah.
You can't do both.
Well, I think, like you said, I think that they knew maybe going down that route would have caused
what?
Even more issues.
Where?
No, I'm just trying to explain it from how I see it maybe on the other side.
I know you
Mike.
are. I'm making a point that if you're Petiti and I can lose member support from the 13 member institutions, or I can make Carlton Banks over here upset, F him. I'm going to do my job. And if it costs me my job, screw it. I was going to lose it anyway. Yeah. You needed to levy a legitimate suspension to show that there was an actual ruling. Rico, I'm not trying to take the air in the room. Please feel free. I just don't feel like this is a penalty. I don't.
Breathe it off.
And I would be pumped up if I were a Michigan fan. I don't
think you're pumped up as a Michigan fan.
Why?
Because, one, it's the embarrassment of you got a penalty levied against you. Every Michigan fan told you that nothing was going to happen. He didn't have the right to do this. And now the fact that he can't be there for 3 games is a penalty. The practice, yes. When you look at the grand scheme of things, Michael, you're correct. But your coach is being punished again for the second time in the same season. This does matter to Michigan fans. This will anger Michigan fans.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
Ooh, David,
no, it doesn't.
Patronizing.
I'm not upset at
I think he just called you a bitch.
He really
off the
did.
top rope with the elbow.
I was not trying to do that.
Okay, you know what, David?
But I'm still be trying to tell you that I don't care that he's suspended twice in a year.
All,
I don't care that his suspension means
fight,
nothing.
Fight.
First of all, I don't care how you feel. Have my order next week.
Oh, I'll have your order. That's fine.
Second of all, okay, you're the Michigan fan, so you speak for them. I'm just saying, I think symbolically, I had to hear how every Michigan fan with a pulse told me nothing was going to happen. This is something. Is it? I told you a few days ago, this penalty won't equal to where everybody was. We took this to World War III. It was never going to be that. This penalty matches the crime, in my opinion. It's okay. You did some stuff, because they even said in there, we believe Jim Harbaugh did not know, but let me get you the actual quote.
Yeah, and again, Rico's combing through, and I'm not exaggerating. This might be a 20-page response from the Big Ten. And in it, what has been gleaned and communicated to me, because I'm not reading this on the air, their response the other day did not help. The Big Ten basically said, yeah, hope you had fun with your response. You didn't deny anything.
Oh, yeah, here. Notably, the university's November 8th response does not deny that the impermissible scheme occurred. Instead, it only offered procedure. Hold on.
Oh, we're losing them.
It only offered procedural and technical arguments designed to delay accountability. As far as Harbaugh, we imposed this disciplinary action even though the conference has not yet received any information indicting that head coach Coach Harbaugh was aware of the impermissible nature of the sign-stealing scheme. Look, this is not a sanction of Coach Harbaugh. It is a sanction against a university that, under extraordinary circumstances presented by the offensive conduct, best fits the violation because it preserves the ability of football teams, student athletes to continue competing, and it recognizes that the head coach embodies the university for purposes of the football program.
And see, that's where I'm with David, where as a fan, I don't feel embarrassed because even as you just read, we don't have any proof that Jim knew. So what is Jim guilty of? Hiring a bad apple? Sure. Yeah. Maybe not being strict enough on his employees? Sure. I mean, I don't know what the answer could have been. Like, what do you do as a boss? Like dropping in your employees every random 2 days and say, all right, turn over your phones and computers. Let's see what everybody's doing because you ain't making me look like an idiot. Like, I don't know the answer to that. So I keep going back to what is Jim guilty of doing? And even the Big Ten admits nothing. Like, we don't have anything. So that's where I kind of lean on David's side where I say, I don't feel embarrassed as a fan, and I'm also kind of on your guys' side.
David wants to talk to you right now.
Why don't you
look at David instead of turning your back to him?
Hold on, TJ.
Look at that's not David.
Hold on 1 second. TJ and David
disappeared.
If it's no big deal, like you two are saying, David, hold on. Come on, David. There we go.
Evan, just come in here.
If it's no big deal, like you two are saying, okay, then why is it about to go to the courts? Why is it about to be fought in the courts?
Because
it's no big deal.
It's Jim Harbaugh. It's a big. This is a massive deal to Jim Harbaugh.
Yes,
this is massive deal to Jim Harbaugh.
So it's exactly what I said. Then
you said Michigan fans shouldn't be happy.
Fans,
I'm a fan. I'm happy
because I don't think that the head
Michigan
coach missing on game day
do
is a big
whatever Harbaugh
deal.
says. Do.
I don't think it's a big deal between winning and losing. Have your head coach. That's why I say as a fan, I don't care. I still think they could win out and win the whole damn thing. Jim Harbaugh, of course, this is going to be a massive deal to him because even as the Big Ten just admitted, we don't think Jim knew about it. I don't think Jim knew about it either. So if you're a guy that says, yeah, what if you want to punish me for hiring a bad, sure, I should have run a tighter ship. This is going to be a massive deal to him, but I think David and I are just leaning on the fan side where, you know what? Just go keep winning games. I don't care about the coach get embarrassment and all that.
Can I read something that
this is
Evan, I want to hear from you. Just bear with me. This is something interesting, and I don't know if it changes. Does this maybe Petiti did what he did because he knows more is coming? Listen to this. The NCAA has communicated to the conference. It knows and can prove that the impermissible scheme occurred, and the evidence is provided to the conference, and the university supports it. The additional evidence, including recorded interviews, photos, videos, and other documentation that has previously been provided to the university, confirms what the evidence already reviewed by the conference makes clear. The university football team staff engaged in an organized and extensive in-person, off-campus advanced scouting scheme, and the staff member was in close communication with at least some of the coaches on the university's football team. The evidence also revealed significant new information that the university attended, information that is covered by confidentiality under the NCAA rules and is not discussed further here.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Isn't this only just the tip of the iceberg? Because the NCAA is going to come down after the season, right? Yeah. And the reports were that they were going to finish their investigation by the fall, which would be, the end of December or something like that?
Yeah, who knows?
So
of 2036.
No, but saying that is exactly what I was going to say, that this is only the tip of the iceberg. The Big Ten took the power that they had, they put it out there, and they're still protecting the kids, quote unquote.
And it could be, but I think right now, as we sit here right now, we have to go off of what we know.
Well, then if you're Michigan, don't you just fire them if it doesn't even matter?
You know what I mean? And I reserve the right to change my opinion the more facts come out.
Oh,
if it comes out where Jim Harbaugh was bankrolling this whole thing,
that is not how this works.
I reserve the right to change my opinion to call him a scumbag.
That is not how this works.
But based off of what we know right here, right now.
You draw your line right here, right now, and you stick to it, TJ.
No, it's interesting, the whole interview. Even that quote you just read, too, of interviews and in-person. I was under the impression that the Big Ten hasn't talked to anybody from Michigan. I didn't talk to any coaches, didn't talk to anybody.
So that's why I read it, because it makes you wonder what else they have. What does the NCAA have? And maybe the Big Ten didn't need to do more because they know more is going to get done for them. I don't know. I'm just
totally possible.
Guys, we're reacting live. So don't get carried away. I'm with TJ. Yeah. We're reacting to what we have.
I'm through page 6. So
totally possible. Yeah.
Rico, tell them all about it.